I'm Caitlin from Stitched Up, and today we're upcycling these old t-shirts using just a pair of scissors and some weaving. So all you need for today's tutorial is an old t-shirt or two, a pair of fabric scissors, and completely optional, but some embroidery thread if you have it. So the first design we're going to do today is a technique called the ladder weave. So you want to unfold your t-shirt and fold it again sideways. So you're lining up your side seams here. So this is your side seam and this is the center of your back. You just want to lay it out so it's folded into like this, and move your sleeves out of the way so that you're not going to accidentally snip them. And you want to make that as flat as you can make it. I'm just going to bring it around this way. So this is the center of my back at the top. You can see the tags there. My shoulder seams here. My side seams here. And then what we're going to do, we're going to snip into the t-shirt. We're going to snip slashes all along the back, down here. About an inch apart. So you start just below the neckline here, about an inch down. And then just cut even strips all the way down. I want my design to come to a slight point, so I'm going to gradually make the slashes shorter as I get towards the bottom. There you go, so you can see you've slashed all the way down to the bottom. And then you can lay your t-shirt flat again, facing towards the back so you can see all the slashes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start to weave. So you take the first strip in your hand, and then you just want to pull the second one over it, like this. And then you just do the same again, so you pull your third and it's going to go over the second. And then your fourth over the third and all the way down. Until you get to the bottom. And then on your last one, you're just going to snip that in two. And then you can tie it off on itself here, but I'm just going to leave them for now and tie them all off at the end because I'm going to do another ladder weave. So the same again, you start at the top with just the first one. And then same again when I'm at the bottom. Just snip that in two there. And then you can pull these along as you go to get them further to the edge, so you can separate the two weaves that you've done. Just make sure they don't come out the end. And then I'm just going to do one more before I tie it off. So same again, take your first one, your second one over, third over, and so on. Snip that again, and now I can tie it off. So I can take all the three on this side and just tie them in a knot on themselves. And the same on this side. And there you go. For our second t-shirt, we're going to do a chain weave. So again, you do the same as you did before. You fold it in the back. It's easy for us on this side because we have a back seam, so you can just fold it along there. But otherwise, you just match up your shoulders and match up your side seams at the bottom to just make sure you're cutting in the middle And this time we're going to do a diamond shape. So we're going to come out and then back in. I'm going to use a ruler for this, but really any straight line can help you, a book or a piece of card. And then the same method as before, you want to cut about an inch down, cut along in strips, all the way down. And then we want to lay our t-shirt out so you can see the back again. And so this time we're going to take this first strand, and then when we take this and do the same as before, we take the second one underneath, and this time we're going to twist it. And then in this loop that you've made, you're going to take the third strand and then twist it through. So you're making a smaller loop for you to come through each time, which gives a chain effect down the back. And then when we come to the last one, we've pulled it through. You can just snip it down the middle. And then we tie them back on themselves. So this one comes in a knot around the final loop. On this side. You can snip off the end. And then the same on the other side. And then I can just neaten up any labels I have here. And there you go, you have the chain effect all the way down the back. For our final t-shirt, we're going to make a crisscross design down the sleeve here. So you want to lay out the t-shirt flat. So you have the shoulder seam at the top here, and then you want to make about 1 inch slashes again down the shoulder. And then just for effect, I'm going to get slightly shorter as I come in, but you can play around and do whatever design you like. I'm going to leave a little bit at the end here. And then what you want to do after that is every third strip you're going to cut off. So leave 2 intact and then snip this one off. And then 2 intact and snip this one off. And then you want to keep the strips that you've cut off because you're going to use them in the next stage. So now what you want to do is turn the t-shirt inside out and then lay your strips flat again. And then you want to take the strips that you cut out and cut them in half lengthways so you've got double the amount. And then cut them in half again. And then what you want to do is take the first 2 strips that you have that are grouped together and then just tie this in a knot around the center. and then just double knot it so it's secure. And then repeat the same for the next. And the next. And I've decided I'm even going to use this little bit at the end to do one more. So just snipping again, and then taking a bit of a strip. So then I can snip off all my ends of where I've tied. If you want to make a feature of these knots, then you can leave the t-shirt the right side out and leave the length of fabric, or you can even tie them into bows. So you can see I've got stripes now, and now we're going to join these to make a crisscross pattern, and the same on the other side. Now you can either use the leftover strips that you have, that you cut out, or if you do have any embroidery thread, you can use a contrasting colour to make the ties stand out. You can wrap it around twice and then just tie it in a knot. And work your way all the way down one side. And then once you've done it on one side, you just want to repeat on the opposite half. So then when you turn the t-shirt back, the right side out, you've got a crisscross pattern all the way down the sleeve. So that's our t-shirt upcycling tutorial. We hope you feel inspired to have a go yourself, combine a few techniques, play around with placement, and just get creative.